Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleashed here today. We're back with another video on Sonic Frontiers. And that's right, you guessed it. In today's video, we have some more info on the DLC for Sonic Frontiers. And I bet you'll never guess the source of info for today's video. That's right, it's the director of Sonic Frontiers, Mobius Kishimoto, on Twitter responding to people asking him questions. And as usual, a lot of it is interesting. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the news at hand. Onto Twitter, we Sonic Rush. So we start off with a person called Guadix007. Hello Mobius Kishimoto. Do you have plans to add the ability to fight Titans anytime in a future update? Greetings and sorry, I used a translator. And wouldn't you know it, the director of the game actually replies to him. Thank you for your letter. Thank you again for translating it to Japanese. A rematch with Titan has been requested by many people, so we are considering it. Please look forward to future updates. See, I think this was a given, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of people have been asking for this, and probably one of the most requested things for the game right now, I'd say. I mean, understandably so too. I mean, the boss fights are pretty peak, let's be honest here. And to be able to replay those boss fights on the fly would have been such a smart move, but I don't know why they didn't do that, but yeah. Now, we did see Super Sonic in that DLC roadmap thing, so I'm guessing that's where it's going to be in update 1, so I think it was kind of obvious already, but it has to have some sort of confirmation, I suppose. Right, moving on to Flynn Roberts 10. Mobius Kishimoto. I'm so excited about the additional characters in the third update of Sonic Frontiers. I used to enjoy playing Sonic Heroes when I was little, but if you ask me, does each character's skill have the same great energy as Sonic Heroes? Then Kishimoto replies with, thank you for your letter. Thank you again for translating it to Japanese. Of course I love Heroes. Additional character skills? Sorry, it's still a secret. Please look forward to it. Alright then, to start off, Kishimoto loves Heroes, which is you know, I can definitely see that, very understandable, because if you look at Sonic Forces, our Solar Pyramid is basically just a trimmed down Heroes level. I mean, for starters, it's a tag team stage, so that's very Heroes-esque. Then you got repeating hordes of enemies over and over again, very understandable for Heroes level. Lots of repeating sections with platforming, once again, very Heroes-esque. And then also fully 3D. See, Kishimoto loving Sonic Heroes, yeah, I can see that, definitely. Right, anyways, onto the thing that he actually cared about, which is the playable characters in Update 3 possibly having their own additional skills. Now, I know Kishimoto doesn't outright say that yes, they're gonna have additional skills, but he says, come on, he says, sorry, it's still a secret. I'm pretty sure that means that yes, they're gonna have some more skills. Well, either that or he just doesn't want to say no to disappoint us about Update 3. I mean, there's always that, yeah. But if he didn't want to disappoint us, then surely he just not reply to the tweet. I mean, that'd make more sense to me personally. Unless he really is just nice enough just to reply to everything he sees on his timeline. I mean, maybe that is the case. But anyways, let's actually talk about these additional skills. So to start off is Amy. Now Amy on her own, I don't think she can really do much, to be honest with you. I mean, we've seen Amy in 3D in games like Heroes and Sonic Adventure 1. And to be honest with you, she wasn't really that interesting of a character on her own. I mean, she's slower than Sonic, she can't spin dash. All she can really do is just jump and kind of run, and that's really it. But her Pico hammer is where things get more interesting. Obviously she can actually swing the hammer and actually attack enemies. That's something that's pretty obvious, to be honest with you. But then we see in Sonic Adventure 1 where Amy can actually use the hammer to actually go flip in the air. That's pretty cool. And then in Heroes she can actually use the hammer to actually glide. So for Amy in Sonic Frontiers Update 3, obviously they're gonna have to use that Pico hammer. If they're not having that hammer, then she's kind of useless, to be honest with you. And I probably just angered a lot of Amy fans, but come on, it's true. Now, I don't know if all the characters that are not Sonic in this game are going to be able to use a side loop. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I'd assume everything in Sonic's skill tree will be exclusive to his character, not anybody else. And I do hope that no other character can actually boost like Sonic, because Sonic is supposed to be the fastest thing alive, so having him boost makes a lot of sense. Like, should I give Tails and Knuckles a spin dash or something like that, but don't give him the boost, please, don't do that. But in terms of Amy's special abilities, just do stuff with the hammer, to be honest with you. That's pretty much all you need to do. Give her that hammer swing thing from SA1, that'd be pretty nice for traversal. Probably good for some platforming too, I can imagine. And then, to be honest with you, just come with some more moves with a hammer. That's pretty much all you need to do. I don't think you can really do much with just Amy on her own. So just find some more stuff with a hammer, and that's pretty much all you need to do. I mean, I don't have any ideas on the top of my head right now, but yeah. Use stuff with the hammer, that's all you need to do. Rather than moving on to Knuckles, it's pretty simple, to be honest with you. Again, just give him the SA1 and 2 moveset, maybe a bit of 06 and Heroes in there too, obviously a lot more polished. And I think with Knuckles' climbing ability that he has, you know how Sonic can't climb some walls in the game for whatever reason? I think Knuckles should be able to climb those. And while that might be a bit problematic for things like in Chronos, for example, we don't want to get to the Titan boss fights already, I think just do that wall that blocks you off where you have the AI voice saying you to you straight from the path or something like that, go back to complete your mission. I'd rather not have invisible walls right there. At least let you climb the wall first to actually find out about the invisible wall. And then in terms of Knuckles' digging, you know those treasure chest things where Sonic will actually slide up and get some items out of it? I think for Knuckles, replace those with some areas for digging, kind of like that one in Sonic Generations mission, when instead of side looping it, because I'd rather not have Knuckles side loop, I think probably just have Knuckles dig there and get the items out of there like that. I mean, they've done it already in SA1, 2, and even in Generations, so let's do the same thing here. That makes a lot more sense. Right then, now for Tails. Now to get the first thing out of the way already, yeah, let Tails fly. If you don't let Tails fly, then you flopped it, basically. Completely flopped it. How are you gonna have Tails and not let him fly? Like, do not put him in a mech, I swear down. I don't want to see Tails in a mech. Have Tails out of his mech like an SC1 and 06, and then just touch up his moveset a bit. I think Tails definitely needs a spin dash. Tails is definitely the one that should get the spin dash. Probably for Knuckles as well, I think. And then give Tails his dummy rings from 06 and Heroes. I think that would be pretty nice for some aerial combat or whatever. And obviously give him his tail slap from SA1. And apart from that, I don't know what you could do with Tails. I mean, maybe have some gadgets from that he uses or something like that, kind of like in Sonic Prime or something. Because apart from using his Tails, what else would Tails do for combat? I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, Tails never really was a hand-to-hand combat kind of guy. He was more of a mech and programming stuff. So I think if you integrate some sort of mech or robot or something to Tails' moveset, that would be pretty nice, but just don't put him in a mech. Don't do that, please. Honestly, for Tails, I think there should be more focus on platforming than combat. I mean, it is Tails after all, so not much you can do with combat. Then with Knuckles, having more combat oriented with a bit more platforming in there, climbing and stuff like that. And then maybe have Amy more combat too. Maybe a bit of platform with the hammer spin thing from SA1. Because yeah, at the end of the day, what does Tails do apart from fly and use Tails? I don't really know what else Tails would do. I mean, they could get creative with it. I mean, I never thought Sonic would shoot Sonic Boom thingies out of his feet. I never thought he'd ever do that. So yeah, maybe they can actually surprise us and do something pretty cool with that. I mean, I'd love to see that, to be honest with you. I'd love to see that. Right, anyways, let's just move on to the next tweet. From Sergin Sega Sonic, a popular, non-English speaking Sonic tuber. Hello, Mario Kishimoto. We would love to hear about adding a little more detail to Sonic Frontier for future updates. In cyberspace, I get this distortion effect when accelerating. Could you please add an option to remove it and listen to clean music inside the level? Then Kishimoto replies, hello, I see. You want to enjoy clean music? I will consider it. See, in cyberspace, I'm not too sure if it happens in the open zone. I don't really remember it happening in the open zone, to be honest with you, but especially in cyberspace, whenever you boost, there's a sort of boost filter, and now, this is nothing new for Sonic games. It's been done since Sonic Unleashed. Was it in Sonic Rush and those games? I don't think it was. I might be wrong, but I don't think it was in those games, but it was in Unleashed, Colors, Generations, Forces, and now Frontiers. And now up until Forces, Unleashed, Colors, and Generations all had a similar idea of how to put a boost filter on and boosting for the music, but in Forces they kind of changed it to have the music go louder, and not gonna lie, I actually kind of like that in Forces. It feels a lot more cinematic and epic to me, I don't know why. But in Frontiers, they changed the approach to that once again by having some sort of distortion effect. It wasn't really a boost filter like in Forces and in the previous boost games. I don't know what they did to it. The music kind of just gets distorted or whatever, like it said right here. And it honestly just ruined the music for me personally, and a lot of other people too. So I think you need to either remove that filter or just change it straight up. I mean, there's a lot of fire music in cyberspace, don't get me wrong, so if you can have the ability to actually listen to it properly, then yeah, I'm down. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in some mods for other Sonic games, so I don't think it's impossible to do, so yeah. Kishimoto, just please get to work on it. Anyways, that about is it for today's video. So yes, we have some more details on the playable characters for Sonic Frontiers, and some other little features for the DLC for Sonic Frontiers coming hopefully soon. No idea what update one's supposed to be dropping right now. I mean, I've heard some people saying that it's confirmed to be coming in March, more specifically on March 8th. I don't know where they heard that from, but yeah. It probably is going to come next month, and if not next month, then definitely the month afterwards. But, what do you guys think of this news? How would you evolve the movesets of these characters for Sonic Frontiers? Let me know down below. Love to see what you guys have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become unleashed. Pressing that join button down below. And remember, it's not necessary. And I'll see you all next time. Peace!